Okay, section 8.2 is areas of triangles, trapezoids, and kites. Triangles we know is areas base times height divided by 2, or you might know it as 1/2 base times height. Those are equivalent. Same thing with triangles as it was with parallelograms we talked about on the previous video, is that it is perpendicular to the base, and sometimes it appears outside of our triangle. Biggest thing is just forget that the base is the thing that the triangle is sitting on, that the base could be rotated as long as the height and the base are perpendicular. Trapezoid is the height times base 1 plus base 2, and then once you do all of that, then divide by 2. And kite, diagonal 1 times diagonal 2, and then divide by 2. When you put this in your calculator, be careful that you make sure if you're going to type it all at once, you put parentheses around the first 2 things. Okay, so triangles. If we look here, we want to find the area of the shaded region. My base is my 11 times my height. My height is perpendicular, so that's this one, so 25. And then we divide that by 2. So 11 times 25, divide that by 2. 137.5. Again, if you're putting this all in your calculator in one step, put the top part around in second parentheses. And then label millimeters squared. If we look here and we find the area of the solid figure, my base is 10. My height is outside of my triangle, so that's 6, and divide by 2. Again, watch that. So 10 times 6, divide by 2, we're going to get 30 feet squared. All right, trapezoids, base 1, base 2, doesn't matter which one you call base 1, base 2. So we're going to take my height of 13 times my 2 bases added together, and then divide by 2. Again, if you're typing it all in your calculator in one, put parentheses around that stuff there. All right, and so base or height 13 times 18 plus 24. We divide that by 2. We get 273 millimeters squared. Area is always going to be squared. If we look here at our next one, we're going to do height, add the bases, divide it by 2. Again, put some brackets around there or parentheses around there if you're going to do it all in one. Just super careful with watching that. And we end up with 678.5 feet squared. So just plug and chug into our formula. Here we have some kites. So we're going to do diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. Again, just like the bases, doesn't matter which one we call which. So 7 is this complete diagonal across here. To find my other diagonal, we need to add 9 plus 6. So 9 plus 6, we get 15 for that diagonal. And then we're going to divide that by 2. So 7 times 15, and divide that by 2. We end up with 52.5 centimeters squared. All right, if we look here, we again have a kite. Remember, kites are perpendicular for your diagonals. So our diagonals, we just have to add them ourselves. So 9 plus 16, we get 25 times, we have 12 and 12, because remember that diagonal is bisected, so it's congruent on both sides. And then divide by 2. So 25 times 24, divide that by 2. We end up with 300. No label, don't give us one. All right, and here we go, short and sweet again.